In this video we are finally going camping in Berlingo. Not here, this is a lay-by at the side of the road near Tenbury Wells, which had some horrific flooding fairly recently, and there's lots of flooding in the area, so this road is being used as a diversionary route. So you definitely don't want to be sleeping here. Now the plan is we're going to Banbury to do some filming, and then we're heading down to Bewley to do more filming tomorrow. Not entirely sure where we're going to stop tonight. It may be Motorway services. But let's jump back in time to some final preps before we hit the road. I've been working on Berlingo. We're going to go camping next week in Berlingo, although by the time you see this video I will probably have been. So this is the start of it. I've made some improvements today and I've actually reattached this piece. So I've attached hinges here. I'm not loving the angle. The angle is not great. I think I could improve it by moving the seat forward, but I don't really want to do that. I don't have to be readjusting the seats every time I flip into bed mode. It seems pretty solid as it is. It doesn't look like it's going to go anywhere. I've also put a piece of wood under here, because what was happening is if I put pressure on here, it was flipping up on this point here, especially when it didn't have the weight of this frame on the end of it. So it was pinging around a bit. So that block just keeps it off the back, or resting on the back of there, and then further supports this piece, so this isn't getting stressed. So yeah, time to put the cushions in and just have a quick bed check. Actually, the other thing I need to do is actually lift out the boot jump so we can put these mats underneath, and that's just going to lift this up enough so this drawer doesn't catch on this edge. Now I can't lift anything up. This is really difficult because the only thing I can really lift up is that. So I don't think I'm going to try and get it out on my own. I think that's a recipe for disaster, but hopefully with it folded up I can squeeze these mats in. Alright, there we go. I've trimmed one of the mats down, and now that means my drawer opens impeccably. One thing I don't like is it does move around quite a bit now, but I think we'll be alright. So deploy bed, revise. Oh no, not that bit. Oh, bang. Oh, I forgot my piece of wood. Piece of wood to go under here. There we go. Deploy this bit. Job's a good one. If I remove some stuff under my seat, I think it'll go even flatter. Clamber in from the back, and we'll see if it's now more stable. Oh yes, that's much better. So it's not pitching up and down. Marvellous. So as you can see, we've made some improvements to Berlingo, but still fundamentally this is untried. So we'll get on our way again. But yeah, we're heading near Tenbury Wells. Tenbury Wells had some truly horrendous flooding over the past couple of days. A lot of places in the UK have seen almost a month's worth of rainfall in the space of a few hours. Pontypridd in South Wales, very, very badly hit as well. But yeah, it's the scale of it. Northamptonshire, huge amounts of Northamptonshire underwater, quite close to where we're going to do today's filming. So yeah, it's been apocalyptic. And this morning I've been through some pretty deep floodwater already, and down roads that were until a short time ago closed, this being one of them. So less than ideal, but I guess it adds to a certain level of excitement maybe. But yeah, it's hard to enjoy yourself when you're thinking about how much some people have lost in this weather. Homes, businesses destroyed. It's been awful. It's been 5 people killed, I think. So Storm Bert has left some lasting damage. But nonetheless, we are approaching Tenbury Wells, where things went very badly wrong. I don't think we'll be able to see anything from the main road, but yeah, my thoughts go out to everyone here. Right, the camera's struggling a bit because the windscreen is filthy, but it's just one of those days. I'm getting through a lot of screen wash today. But yeah, this is poor Tenbury Wells down to my right. Oh, it's still looking fairly chaotic down there, to be honest. Can't see a lot other than traffic jams. But yeah, very badly hit here. As you can see, a beautiful day today. So it should be good for today's filming, but then we got more rain coming in overnight, which may affect tomorrow's filmings. Frustrations keep growing. Can't go that way apparently, that road's closed. So we're going to have to go this way on the 456 towards Kidderminster. I just want to get to a bleeding motorway. We've been driving for about 3 hours and it's just been roads like this constantly for 3 hours, and I just want to go in a straight line for a bit, to be honest, preferably not following a truck so I'm not copping a load of muck to the windscreen constantly. Well, we've managed to escape the truck. Let's see if we can get us to a motorway. Already this road feels like a motorway by comparison. I did eventually find a motorway, this being the M5, which we joined for a short section, but after the M40 we then got to Oxfordshire, where I had to keep on diverting around flooded roads that were closed. This got very frustrating. No, that's definitely flooded. We're not going that way. Balls! Oh, we're blocked again. Marvellous. Well, we finally made it to Chipping Warden in Oxfordshire, and here I am driving a Hustler 6. It's made out of wood, so do go and check out the test of that if you haven't seen it already. Magnificent. Woohoo! Oh hello, we're recording again, are we? Why are you doing that, phone? This is the second car we tested today. It's a Fiat 500 turned into a mini moke type thing, an Impala. This will be a fun test. Well, I'm feeling quite bushed at the moment. It's getting on for 5 o'clock. We've done about an hour, maybe a bit more than an hour. So we're a good chunk of the way down, but if you're feeling tired, the only thing to do is stop. We're at the Pack Horse near... I can't remember where it's near. We're not a million miles from Oxford. Wantage. The Wantage turns up there. So we're just past Oxford. I've no idea if they're open or serving food, but let's go and have a look and find out, I guess. Yes, they were open, and yes, they were doing food, but I had to wait an hour for the kitchen to open. But I welcomed the rest and had a delicious pizza. Yum. Well, that was actually really tasty, really good service, but food wasn't until 6, so I killed a bit of time. I just had to sit down and drink and enjoyed not doing anything for an hour, which is a bit of a rarity. So yeah, I'm now fed. It's about 6:15, 20 past 6. Food arrived pretty quickly and I ate it very quickly. I now want to get to the services because rain's due at 8 and I would like to be showered and ready for bed before 8 o'clock basically. It doesn't mean I'm going to bed at 8 o'clock, but bar the ablutions before bedtime, I just want to be ready to go. So let's go. Well, somewhere there in the gloom is a Berlingo that I'm going to be sleeping in tonight. So this is the noise levels without mic outside, and this is the noise levels inside the Berlingo with the blinds on. That quietens things down quite a bit. There are some showers here, but guess what? I forgot my towel again. I am the expert at towel forgetting, so yeah, a bit stuffed there. Did have a quick walk around. There's nowhere here that sells towels, and now I'm kind of in bed mode, so do I worry about that in the morning, have an early start? I'm about half an hour from the museum now. It's National Motor Museum tomorrow, so I think I'm probably just going to wait. That's the same as a towel, yes. So shower completed. Actually, not too unpleasant. It was all right in there. My tiny, well, you can't even see them, it's so dark, tiny little towels passed the test, but this just doesn't feel like a proper camper van. Hold on. Oh yeah, now we're talking. Fairy lights. You haven't got a micro camper unless you've got fairy lights. So that's me sorted now. That's quite a nice light as well. I can turn this one off, so I don't need to flatten the car's battery. It needs to just run off AA batteries. Very nice. I'm enjoying the glow. I've also got this front cover from Fuel Lagoon on the car, the one she was wearing at the NEC, and that allows me to have the windows open a crack as well, which sadly does let more noise in, but hopefully it'll be alright. But yeah, I'm just gonna rest a bit and get some sleep. It's about 5:20 in the morning, and you can probably hear the issue. It's hammering down. Well, hello, it is 6:10 in the morning. I'm in my camper. I haven't got the microphone connected up. Not a great night, I'm going to say, but I don't know how much of that is due to the camper. It was comfortable, stayed really warm, which I found surprising. There was one point I got a little cold, so I just pulled this blanket, or it's actually my hoodie, over the top of the duvet. Job good. It's been lovely. Yeah, I've already been awake. I've already edited up the Hustler 6 video this morning because I just had to give up on sleep. I think I got bursts of 2 or 3 hours through the night. Didn't get a really long, restful sleep. I think some of it is nerves, to be honest. I've got a really trying day ahead. I'm doing some really difficult stuff. It's way out of my comfort zone, and I'm not sure how I'm going to make it work, is entirely honest. So yeah, and it was an exhausting day yesterday. So much fun driving the Hustler and the little tame Impala. Yeah, it was too many miles yesterday. I think I probably did getting on for 300 miles yesterday in total. We're certainly well over 200 since we refueled in Bilf Wells, and I think it was about 60 before that. So yeah, I was calculating that about 20 miles before I got here. So I reckon about 300 miles in the day. Way too much. Shouldn't have been driving that much. The towel situation is definitely laughable, but and the toilets here are typical services toilets. They're disgusting. Really makes you question some people's diet as you're going from cubicle to cubicle trying to find a clean one, but they're all pretty revolting. I've forgotten the name of the services again. Road Chef Rownham's, that's where I am, on the M27 near Southampton. And I don't know if a hubnutter snuck in last night. At some point, maybe I dreamt this, maybe it didn't actually happen. It looked like a 50s Chevrolet or something of that ilk pulled up next to me, making all the blub blub noises. The owner got out, then got back in, and then blub blubbed away. Were you a hubnutter? And was I right? But yeah, I was already asleep. It's one of the problems. Bella is so distinctive. But yeah, if you see me kipping somewhere, please let me sleep, because I'm probably absolutely knackered. But yeah, I need to get on with my day. We need to go and do some filming. So yeah, it hasn't been the most successful night, but it is just the first night. We'll see how we get on later today. Well, now it's actual daylight. It's gone 7 o'clock now. I can see where I kept. Look at the state of Bella. She was clean before I set off. Absolutely filthy now. But yeah, this is beautiful Rownham services. Not very beautiful. Just did chat to a hubnutter who's driving a truck. So it wasn't the one who randomly stopped last night. I'm going to jump in because it's so noisy out here, and also quite cold. But yeah, my thoughts on camping in Bella. Miss Hubner is desperate for us both to go camping in Bella. That will require some coordination because the bed is pretty much the entire space where we put bags and stuff. I'm all right. I just load up one side of the bed with all my stuff, but we can't do that if there's 2 of us and a small dog. I think it will not be pleasant, but Miss Hubner wants to try it. We will try it. She's a bit like me, really. She won't make her mind up until she's tried it rather than being told whether something's feasible or not. So we are very alike in that regard. Just like, you know, it's like do not touch wet paint, and you're like, well, how wet is it? Let's find out. Yeah, not good. But yeah, I was hoping for a bit better, to be honest. But like I say, I think some of my problems are more nerve related. Just because I haven't been out filming for a while, the anxiety builds up a bit sometimes. I can't explain it, just sometimes it gets to me. But yeah, we are now ready to go. I must show you this device as well. Miss Hubnut kindly bought me this. This is meant to be a Christmas present, but she gave it me early because she knew I was going to be on the road, and it clips onto the steering wheel. So if I show you this, there you go. I've got a little tray on my steering wheel now. So that's quite good. By the way, this is a Lixar magnetic mount. It is absolutely magnificent. I need to buy more of them. So I've got one in each car. But yeah, I need to head down to Bewley now. I'm probably going to have some breakfast. I've got some snacks. I'm not feeling very hungry this morning. So I think I'm just going to go for snackage. And yeah, maybe have a bigger lunch once I'm feeling a bit better. The guts are griping a little. But yeah, it's been interesting. It really has been interesting. But let the camping vlog continue. I should get on with my day. Oh, I should probably mention, to stay here has cost £13, which I think is very reasonable for a car. Obviously motorhomes and trucks are a fair bit more. And the showers were free. So that's not too bad. If I could stop on an actual campsite for even 20 quid a night, Bob's a good one. But well, I was looking at campsites in this area. A lot of them say no cars, and I don't know if this is pushing it. One I looked at was £50 for 2 nights, but had no toilets or showers. So that's great. And generally, stuff just, it is not a great time of year for campsites. A lot of campsites have shut down, quite understandably, especially with so much rain, they'll just get torn up. So options are a bit limited at this time of year. Perhaps starting the Berlingo camping experience in November was not the best plan. Was there ever a plan? Of course not. This is Hubnut. And there we go. We have arrived at Bewley, the National Motor Museum. Got some very interesting filming today. We're filming the bleeding monorail in the rain. I was hoping for slightly better weather. And apparently I should be able to drive something from 1903. That's almost 100 years older than Bella de Berlingo. Impressive. Right, I'm going to park up and just chill out for a bit. I'm about an hour early, but that's fine. I can just have a bit of a rest, get ready for the day ahead.
Straight into one.
Straight into one, that's it. And now into 2.
Oh yeah, there we go.
That's it. Nice firm operation, because if you go slowly, when the copper contacts come close together, they arc and they'll burn away.
Brakes. We don't need brakes. We're not going quickly enough. We just keep an eye out for traffic. Bring the ignition timing back to the retard position. And then we can get back on the advance. And then when it starts shaking, you go for top gear. And you're away, covering pace at quite the lick, with a bus heading straight towards us. Well, remarkably, it is 25 to 2 and we are done at the National Motor Museum. I had a blinding morning, got some content in the bag nice and quick. Admiring that Volvo double-decker coach over there, that's absolutely enormous. But we need to get on my way. I booked a campsite in Wiltshire tonight, which is about half the way back, maybe not quite half, but apparently I didn't lock my door earlier. Good old me. That's the key in warning. Gotta love French car. Put the ignition on. Shut up. There we go. So yeah, oh, I forgot to put myself in recline mode earlier. We need to get on my way. I'm looking forward to this one because I think I'm going to have a better setup experience because I'm going to be an actual campsite. Ooh. Yeah, that should be good. Right, let's fire the engine up. Oh, turn the fan off. Not a happy engine, but yeah, it should be a very different experience, I think, to services with terrible toilets. So looking forward to this. It should be good. Camping is always going to be a bit miserable in November. That is a fact. And I've got stains down the back window from last night's water ingress. I forgot the back window leaks, so not ideal. But yeah, I need to get on my way. We've got a long way to go. Let's take it for a ride. And if you're really lucky, I may even clean the windscreen where you need to see out. That'd be a kind thing to do, wouldn't it? Because unfortunately my camera mount is right at the angle where there's muck. I think you might have to just make do with it. Look, the MX-5 there. I think quite a lot of the volunteers who work at the museum park in that area as well. But yeah, it's definitely winter, isn't it? It is not summer anymore. So here we go, leaving Bewley. Or leaving the Bewley site anyway. The Bewley is actually a village as well. Sat-nav wants us to go right here, so we should go right. Oh, there was so much flooding on the way out here, so let's see if I can show you some of that as we go past. I really must go to the Buckler's Hard Museum. It sounds very interesting. Car, just oh, we'll be all right through that. There we go. There we go. Oh, I got worried then for a moment, but we're all good. So yeah, a car flashed me to warn of that, so thank you very much to them. Well, it's a 30 limit anyway, so I shouldn't be going very quick, and in fact I'm not, but nonetheless that was definitely a bit floody. Nice Morris Minor and a brand new double-decker bus. Don't say I don't treat you. Oh, that's a fairly big Morrison's. Let's go and buy another bloody towel. There we go, 10 quid in Morrison's. I get a nice new towel again. I get some grapes. The Savers ones, Tesco as well, always tend to be better. And a baguette, because I've just had a really hearty stew and I just fancy nibbling on bread later. And an apple. So there you go, a bit healthier than my usual fare. There's a shot of Salisbury Spire to the left. A very fine spire, apparently greatly admired in Russia. Well, this is pretty. Lots of thatched cottages here. I wonder where I am. I've absolutely no idea. We're in Wiltshire, heading for Devizes. Yeah, I don't actually know what this place is. Oh, Tills Head, apparently. Tills Head, very pretty. But we run out of houses. Oh well. Oh, by the way, tyres. These tyres are very good. The car does not feel like it's on the edge of grip when it's wet in quite the same way. Feels a lot more planted and assured. So that's good. That investment was worth it. Well, here we are, Yellowtail Camping near Hilperton in Wiltshire. I leave Bella sitting there, and this feels so much more relaxing. We're just a bit in the middle of nowhere. It's gated access, so it's secure, so I haven't got to stress about the car quite so much, so I can just walk away and leave it. And some interesting stuff to show you as well. I will be making use of the facilities, and here they are. You're going to have a quick look. Don't worry, I'm not going to take you with me, but when I actually use the facilities, but combined toilet and shower units. Grubby, I'll grant you, but yeah, I'm going to use the toilet. Now I've seen the toilet, I'm going to have to use it. I better stop filming. Just a matter of interest, coming to the next one, see if it's any cleaner. Nah, I mean it's cleaner. There's some black mould, that's a thing. But yeah, seems fairly tidy. I'm not going to complain too much, because I'm learning. If you stop at a site that is not a dedicated site, it's kind of bolted onto a farm. Things aren't always perfect. Sometimes that's a problem, sometimes not. I think that's the site owner up there, is playing with a Massey Ferguson tractor by the look of it. They obviously like their old stuff. There's a load of JDM imports up there as well, so they must like having fun with that. But by heck, it's going to be cold tonight, I think. It's getting really chilly already. But I need to show you this, because this campsite has a museum shed. So we can't go into it, but but we can look at it. Oh wow, oh, I'm loving this old Ford. That is amazing. And an old Fordson here as well. It's obviously got a show leaflet on it. And a big old Ford hiding up the back there too. Behind this Massey Harris. Wow. Well, I'd love to tell you more, but I've just got settled in. Haven't even got that window blind on yet. Well, I've got the bed set up. It's taken all of about 5 minutes, but I think I need a kip. So it's going to be -1 tonight apparently. I reckon it could be a little bit lower than that because we are very, very rural. It's only just about 5:15 I think. Already having to run the fan hard. Don't really want to do that all night because that is loud. When I turn it off, it is so quiet here I can hear my own heartbeat quite clearly, the blood pulsating in my own head. So that's a bit of a contrast to last night. I think I'm gonna say motorway services parking, not the one for me. It is cold. I've now got my hood up. The temperature has predicted to drop to -2 now, which will feel like -4. Splendid. I've got the electric heater with me, but I was meant to swap this for the for a little oil-filled rad that the boy has in his bedroom. I thought, oh, we'll swap this. He can use that, and I can have a nice quiet heater at night. And I forgot, so I've got this thing, which is great, but I'm not going to want that clicking on and off all night, am I? So I think what I'll be doing is layering up. By that I mean get undressed, that's the bit I don't like, get under the duvet and then cover the duvet in everything. Dry robe, blankets, whatever, anything I can find. Because the dry robe kept me cosy in the back of the Dacia jogger. It's a very good bit of kit. I just went out to the toilet. Bella's iced up already on the outside. Eesh. And I'm now regretting the fact that Berlingo has quite so much bare metal visible. Also, got the heater going, it's lovely and toasty up here, but beneath the bed it is absolutely freezing. So I'm trying to direct air down there as well to try and keep the base at a decent temperature. But I think what we're learning is, as standard, Berlingos do not have enough insulation for these sort of conditions. Good morning. It is Thursday. That's the one. I've been asleep for many hours. Slept really well. I ran the fan a few times in the night. I had it on a really low setting, so at one point it was automatically kicking in. While it was absolutely perishing outside the bed, in the bed, lovely and snuggly and warm. So I've been very comfortable. As you can see, I did keep the hoodie on just because hood. But took my trousers off, but kept my long johns on, so I kept my thermals on from yesterday. I'm glad no one saw me getting into my long johns at the National Motor Museum yesterday, standing next to Bella. That could have been embarrassing. Well, actually, there was a little Robin. He was a bit cheeky, kept jumping in Bella. But yeah, feeling all right. So I'm going to gently amble into the day. It's just gone 6 o'clock in the morning, but I went to bed at about 9:30, so I think that'll do. Gently amble into the day, and we'll get moving when I feel like it, frankly. There's no point rushing, because I'm the wrong side of Bristol. So if I rush to get on the road now, I'm going to go smack into the middle of Bristol rush hour. No, we don't want to be doing that, so I'm probably going to aim to leave 8:30, 9 o'clock, and hopefully things will have settled down by then. I'm not saying it's cold, but the door was frozen shut. Ooh. Murky and mysterious. Yellow warning for fog this morning. Oh, there's quite a bit of ice on the windscreen there. I think it's on the outside. I've just remembered Bella doesn't like starting when it's cold. So apologies to my other campsite residents. See, glow plug's actually in action. Oh, there we go. There we go. I will get the impression. Oh yes. Oh, Clagtastic. Not a happy car. By the way, you can buy random sticker bundles. You might get some of these for £5 on the website. Yep, I think demisting stroke de-icing might need some help today. Well, we are hitting the road again. It's very, very foggy. I don't think this is going to be very pleasant, but gotta get home at some point. It's so good here, I can't actually get out. Just waiting for the gate to open. The password has not been correct so far. Oh, here we go. The light's flashing on top. Yes, freedom. So I'll try and show you where I am, but that is going to be slightly difficult because it's so darned foggy. So this is, oh no, it's focusing on the raindrops. There we go. This is Hilperton in Wiltshire, not somewhere I believe I've ever been before in my life. I can already see on the traffic map that we're going to have some red moments today. Get out ahead of that bus because he's going to be stopping there. But yeah, it might be slow progress today if it's going to be this foggy. Oh no. Back into the fog. Oh, I don't want to be on the motorway in fog. That's just terrifying. Presumably this is just a regular traffic queue and this is just your typical sort of weekday morning for all these people. Can you imagine? We have reached the motorway. Love the middle lane cruisers. Oh, we're now into Bristol, or near to Bristol. There's a massive railway bridge there, and okay so far. Oh, it's nice to be doing some travelling in sunshine. It's a bit of a relief after a trying couple of days. Well, we had sunshine on the first day, we just also had lots of flooding. But hopefully we'll be better off today. And it is cold, but milder weather is on its way. So yeah, should be good. But yeah, I'm looking forward to getting this car sorted because this is what it does so well. It just sits at motorway speed. Or we can go back up to actual motorway speed again now. We're doing 60 at the moment. And it just gets down the road minimum of first 50 to the gallon. What's not to love? Really big mirrors, nice big side windows, so it's easier to see. Yeah, if it had cruise control, it would have been bob on. Top tip from me is to stay right here because you want to be in the contraflow. Because the M49 traffic merges with the left-hand lane and frequently comes to a complete stop. So my preference is to be in this contraflow lane, which has a slightly unnerving aspect of taking you into the oncoming traffic as we go down the wrong side of the bridge. 40, not a speed Bella likes doing it fit. Actually, the merge isn't too bad today by the look of it. Nobody really seems to know why it's been called the Prince of Wales Bridge. Oh, I am very much looking forward to being home, I must admit. It's been an exhausting but rewarding trip. Driven some amazing vehicles, met some lovely people. Yeah, it's all been good. But by heck, do I need a rest. That's going to have to wait till the weekend because I'm off on a collection caper with Tim tomorrow to get his own car, which has been away from work. So we're heading up to Preston, which would be nice. That will have happened by the time you see this, no doubt. Coach over there by Baker's Dolphin. Rear lights on the back of it look awful. Tiny little LED strips. Yuck. Just have a look look at this Mercedes-Benz Sprinter here. It looks like it's got a roof-mounted satellite dish, which makes me think it's probably sort of TV. It's sort of roving recorder. Look at the condition of it. It's a V-Reg. That's 99 2000, and it's absolutely mint. I suppose it probably costs quite a lot of money, so I want to keep it that way. Wow. Well, things have got a bit sticky on the M4. I can see blue flashing lights, but what's confusing me is that from what I've seen so far, it looks like a static caravan. And yes, they usually get an escort. They don't usually get an escort of police. What's going on? This truck's going bombing up the inside, but he's going to find there's a static caravan in the way. It does seem to be taking up a full 2 lanes. Does that make it a lodge? They usually travel in 2 halves, so you don't have this much hassle. This is crazy. Causing miles and miles of tailbacks. Yeah, that looks like lodge shaped. So we reach the end of the M4 and the delightful world of Pont Abraham services, where you should not buy fuel under any circumstances, for it is the most expensive fuel in Wales. Carry on to the next roundabout and come off there, and you'll find Cross Hands services, and there'll be much more to your tastes in terms of fuel costs. I'll just keep going to West Wales, where it's even cheaper. Yes, it is nice to get to the end. Oh yeah. What hideous prices have we got today? 162 for unleaded, or 168 for diesel. I paid 141 a couple of days ago for diesel, and I thought that was a bit pricey. And now we go on to the A48, which feels much the same, to be honest. A big hill to get us started. Come on, Bella. Okay, unfortunate time to wash the windscreen. It's a Lada Niva. Wow. I'm thinking that's a fairly late one. Is it left-hand drive even? It is left-hand drive. Marvellous. So I guess the key question is, am I happy with my Berlingo camper? And I think overall, yes. I think I'm just unhappy with my choice of year. I don't think the Motorway services was the one for us. It was much better on a proper campsite. It's just this time of year, there are not many campsites open. But that was a good one, lots of hard standing, so you're not having to worry about traipsing around in mud. It was really good on that score. But yeah, I like it. And I think with time I could make it work better, use the storage better, and perhaps put a bit more storage up at roof level in Bella de Berlingo. But yeah, that's us done. We've done over 500 miles in 3 days, recorded 4 videos for the main channel, possibly 5, possibly 6, including the camping vlogs, because I think that's going to split into 2, and because it involves a key member of the channel, it will be main channel content. As it's really cold, I think I'm going to get back in Bella now, and it's 11:20, head home for tea, and have a bit of a relax before a parents' evening tonight, an adventure with Tim tomorrow, and then this weekend I'm definitely having a rest. So huge thanks for watching. Don't forget you can head to the Hubnut store if you want to support what we do. Calendars will run out. We've got the Class of 2024 t-shirts, they will go as well. All available at hubnut.org. So thank you very much, and we'll see you in a future video. Farewell. Ooh, Bella, you're dirty.